What is that? What is that? What is it?
They're eating her. Well, that wouldn't do at all.
Oh, no, not the beast!
And then they're going to eat me.
This isn't plans 1 through 8 from outer space.
Not the beast!
This is plan 9.
Oh, hi, Mark.
This is the one that worked.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa! Exterminate all man animals!
I'll have my revenge, and Death Stalker too.
I don't think you're pretty anymore.
It's been 24 hours. I feel a little bit better. Kaitlyn feels a little bit worse.
Yeah.
So, who knows how this is going to go. If you listened to our last episode, we've been fighting a cold, and we had to record 2 episodes this week because we are 2 weeks behind.
Yeah. And we're sick.
And we are sick.
This is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I don't talk so much.
Okay.
Just kidding. At least I have a little bit more energy today. Welcome to Bad Movie Date Night, the podcast in which we take a serious look at bad films and genre films and hopefully give them the credit that they deserve. I'm Nigel from ajourneyintofilm.com, and with me is my sick wife, Kaitlyn.
Sick. That's right. I'm like in the cool way.
The illest of the ill.
Yeah.
And this week, we are talking about 1979's The Visitor.
My daughter wanted to talk about this movie.
Why?
This movie made me angry.
Why?
Why? You asked me why? I was getting so mad during this movie. Did
I
you
love
not
this
see
movie.
me?
I mean, yeah, I saw you getting mad, but I didn't understand why.
Because it's stupid and it didn't make sense. And it made me mad.
Okay, but to be fair, how often do we watch Italian movies that make sense?
At least it made other movies make more sense than this one.
More.
I can at least follow it and there's not all these annoying flashing lights.
Beyond the Door made less sense than this.
Was that the one with the kid eating the pea soup?
Yeah.
No, that made more sense than this one.
What the guy is dead, but given the opportunity to put his soul in the child of a fetus or something.
Made more sense.
Oh boy, we're in for a treat today then. This is probably one of my favorite movies that we've ever talked about. And the more I think about it, the more I fall in love with this movie.
Now I'm just going to be mad at you during this. Oh, I don't feel good. This movie made me mad. Oh, this is not going to be fun.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. This movie was directed by Giulio Paradisi under the Americanized pseudonym Michael J. Paradise. Because here's I don't know if we've talked. Kaitlyn and I love Italian cinema. We watch giallos, we watch weird horror movies. The Italians, they know what's up.
Yeah, they do.
Very efficient storytellers, the Italians. And
I arguably like them more because they're shorter movies. But this one felt like it was 8 years long.
This one was a little bit longer. With the Italians, it often doesn't make sense. It's about just recreating an emotion, but also they're trying to recreate American movies at the same time. So often they will use Americanized names in the credits to make it seem like the movie was shot by an American, but you watch it and you think there's something wrong here. This movie was produced and co-written by Ovidio Assonitis. Oh boy, I did not read that before looking at it. He was an Israeli producer. He produced Beyond the Door, ironically, and he said, hey, let's make another horror movie. And boy, did they make a movie.
Was the emotion they were trying to recreate in this one anger? Because if so, they succeeded.
No, I don't really know what their goal was. So, I mean, like a movie that has several people involved with the writing process, this is probably a case of too many cooks. Supposedly, John Huston threw some ideas out there. Ovidio threw some ideas out there. Sam Peckinpah thought that he had some ideas. And what you get is kind of a weird mishmash of things happening. For example, the scenes at the beginning and the end of John Huston in the desert staring down Katie, those were shot after the fact.
You
And
don't say.
They, honestly, they're some of the most spectacular looking shots in the entire movie.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't watch any of them.
With the clouds floating in?
Yeah, because that's when the sky would, or the, I don't know what that was, like an airport landing strip.
No, not those.
Oh.
The scene at the beginning when they were in the desert. This is that one right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could watch that.
Yeah, that was interesting. I liked that. There are very few things that I don't like about this movie.
All right, well then let me start. All right, here's what I didn't like about the movie. Are we supposed to believe that Katie is from another planet
Yes.
and the woman gave birth to her on Earth?
Yes.
Okay, I don't believe that. All right. Are
Are
we
you just going to talk about all the things you don't believe about the plot?
Yeah. Are we supposed to believe that they needed Katie's mom to give birth to another child,
Yes.
but then they killed her? Kind of.
Well, it's a complicated.
They tried to kill her. Katie came back. I don't know. What happened exactly? What happened? That is my question. No, remember when Katie was playing that video game and then she attacked her mom?
Yeah.
So they killed her? Question mark.
No, they didn't kill the mom. I think they got mad that she was starting to thwart Katie.
What?
It's a very simple movie.
What did the basketball team have to do with any of this?
Nothing. They were just at a basketball game.
No, he owned the basketball team.
Yeah. He owned a basketball team. That's it.
And where did he get the money to finance?
From the shady evil guys.
So he was in cohorts with them to impregnate Katie's mom?
Yeah. With another Satan child.
Because one Satan child isn't enough?
Yeah, because, okay, at the beginning of the movie, Space Jesus, yes, this movie has a Space Jesus.
Was that the guy with the beard who was talking to the children?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who looked like Jesus, like a blonde Jesus.
Right.
Played by uncredited Franco Nero, who has been in several Italian giallos that we enjoy, such as The Fifth Chord. And he was also in a Bible adaptation that John Huston directed, so that's fun.
Did he play Jesus?
No, he played Abel.
Oh, okay.
All right. So way back in the dawn of time, or sometime early, there was the good guy that was John Huston. I don't remember what his alien name was, but he battled Satine, and Satine had used its genetics to make a bunch of evil children.
Those are all the children that were in the beginning scene?
I think that is meant to be the implication.
Okay.
Katie's mom is the last living. She carries part of Satine's genetics in her.
Okay.
And so
How?
I don't know. She has them. So she
Sure, okay, I'll believe that for no reason.
She is, so they say that she's the only woman in this generation that can give birth to the Satine children.
Sure.
And so that's why the shady evil organization wants her to get pregnant again so that they can have more Satines in the world.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And then John Huston comes back to try to stop Katie and try to prevent another evil child from being born.
All right. I follow.
Kaitlyn does not follow.
I don't follow anything. Okay, so then explain the maid to me. Who was she?
She was just a maid.
No, she knew what was going on.
Okay, I don't know. She was like a human that they used to
do what?
to keep an eye on the evil children.
No.
Yeah, because she couldn't go to the place where John Huston and the kids could go.
Yeah, but I don't think she was evil.
No, she wasn't evil. She was on the good guy side.
Oh, okay.
John Huston's the good guy, the old man.
Right. Now, okay, what happened to Katie then? Because clearly she's in this other planet where she's bald, but at the same time she's back on Earth.
No, she's not on Earth anymore at the end.
Nigel, we see her back on Earth.
No, the last thing that we see in the movie is her with
Yes.
John Huston.
So, okay, but, oh my God. She goes away.
Yeah.
And then she comes back and she's playing that video game.
Right. So she goes to like the asylum place because they're like, oh, she's evil.
Ew.
And then she gets out because she wants to kill her mom now because her mom won't give birth to another evil child. And then John Huston takes her away where
Okay.
I guess they reprogram her or something.
That wasn't very clear.
No. Also, I'm pretty sure that John Huston and I'm pretty sure they're aliens.
Right.
In case
I
you
did
missed
gather
that part.
that. Okay. All right. I think I follow 2% of the movie. Did this movie know what it was doing? Were they on drugs?
I mean, I don't know if they were on drugs, but I feel like they just had a lot of ideas at the same time. Because remember, they originally wanted to make a horror movie,
This
but they were
movie
looking
is
at
exhausting.
sci-fi movies and books, and then they were like, "Let's just throw some ideas out there."
This movie, you need a lot of energy to watch it, okay? I was getting anxious during this movie because there was just too much happening. There's just so much going on. The music is just nonstop. You talk about Six Sword Samurai, whatever, having crazy music. No. This movie had crazy music. It made me I was just like, stop. Everyone calm down. Y'all need to go take a bubble bath or something because I just can't. Everyone was stressing me out. And then that just made me mad because I don't like to be stressed out. And I just felt like too much was happening in this movie. Too much.
I don't think enough happened in this movie.
No, too much happened and they need to redo their music score because calm down.
Oh, no. The music score is probably the best part about this movie.
We could not be on two more separate pages.
Kaitlyn, this is the greatest movie that's ever been made in the history of filmmaking.
You can do this podcast by yourself because I disagree.
Okay. This movie
I
has
hated this movie.
everything.
It should burn.
Space Jesus, bald children, good and evil, aliens, and birds. This movie's like a ripoff of like The Omen, The Birds, several other movies that I'm probably forgetting.
What movie does a bird turn into a gun?
I don't know, but that was. I mean, it
How
didn't
about
turn
that
into
police
the gun.
officer that died?
That was the longest car crash that's ever been shot on film.
It
Like, nothing could stop that car.
No. And like, was he pushing the brakes? Because I thought he was. Were we supposed to think the brakes weren't working? But then it seemed like his car was speeding up. So did they switch the brakes?
Maybe in him trying to get the bird from trying to stop the bird from attacking him, he just kept hitting the pedals wildly. Sometimes he hits the brake and sometimes
that
he hits
just
the
seems
gas.
like poor planning on your part.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
If a bird flies into my window and is distracting me while driving, I'm going to hit my brake.
Yeah, he should have definitely slammed on the brakes.
And then you figure it out. But he caused so many more people to get into a car accident.
Yeah.
He died.
He blew up. He died spectacularly.
Yeah. And those poor people who were just trying to play a baseball game didn't get to finish their game now. And now have to deal with a dead body. Selfish birds.
Yeah.
So are we supposed to believe the birds are evil?
Some of the birds are evil. Specifically Squeaky, because they said at the beginning that the bad guy had several birds, but they killed all but like 3 of them or something.
Well, there was way more than 3 in this movie.
Well, yeah, because the good guys used birds at the end to stop Katie.
I thought the birds were attacking Katie's mom.
No, they were attacking Katie at the end.
You mean when they come out of the windows down
Yeah.
to the house? I think they were attacking everyone. It kind of looked like they were just attacking everyone.
No, they were definitely going after Katie. And then there was like that knife bird. That was wild.
Oh, that's true. That knife bird killed the doctor.
No, it killed
Not the
Lance
doctor.
Henrikson.
Right.
Yeah.
The basketball owning guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also mad that this poor woman can't walk now due to her daughter being a little butt.
Yeah, how wild was that? So Katie, it's her 8th birthday, and her aunt buys her this wind-up bird, but when she goes to open the package, there's just a gun inside. Where did the gun come from? We never find out. And she picks up the gun and yells, "Look, Mommy, look what I got," and throws it on the table. The gun goes off, shoots her mom in the back, and she's paralyzed for the rest of the movie.
Like, that just made me mad. I don't think I could forgive my child for that.
Oh, definitely. Like, if that wasn't a sign that, like, your child was evil, like, you probably should just not have children.
Right. Well, she doesn't want to have any more children. She's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, she's trying to not have any more children, trying not to get married, and they just won't let her.
Yeah.
But then somehow they all die at the end? Are we supposed to
I like
assume
how they
that
were like,
the birds also attacked them, but they didn't have the budget to show them attacking them?
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Except for the butler. But this is kind of like a weird comment, but like I like that they're the bad guys were still like, you guys need to get married to have a child. Not like throw away her birth control pills and like get her pregnant.
Well,
Just
I think Lance Henrikson was the one who just assumed that they needed to get married, because they were like, you just need to get her pregnant.
True.
And I think he thought, like, oh, she's a woman in the 70s. I'm surprised you didn't even say anything about the exploding basketball at this point.
Honestly, I forgot about it. There are so many things that exploded during this movie. The basketball was one of them. And then that was Katie doing that because she wanted her dad, quote unquote, team to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not really her dad. It's her mom's
that's why I
boyfriend.
said quote unquote. Okay. I didn't know what to call him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But she really likes him.
Right. Because they're evil together.
Yeah. I would love to know if she knew that, like, he was evil. Like, did she know about the group of evil white guys that were trying to get her mom pregnant?
I think she did. And that's why she wrote that note to her mom.
Yeah.
So I think she knew about them. If I had to take a guess. I think Katie's all-knowing.
Yeah. I mean, she obviously has some kind of, like, premonition powers, but To what extent, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I think she must know a lot because she also seemed very arrogant to that police officer when he followed her to school.
Yeah. That, apparently Paige Connors, the little girl who played Katie, had a very difficult time saying the mean things to that actor.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't want to say it.
Aw.
So she sounds like a very sweet girl in real life, even though she was supposed to play an evil child.
And she nailed it.
Oh, she did a really good job of playing an evil child.
Yeah, like, I don't like her now because she did such a good job.
Yeah. Like, you know that's like the hallmark of a good role. If it's like the person makes you hate them
Yeah.
for being a evil person.
Mm-hmm.
So we already mentioned that John Huston is in this movie. This movie has a wild and fascinating group of people. Mel Ferrer, Glenn Ford, Lance Henrikson, John Huston, Joanne, Sam Peckinpah, Shelley Winters. We mentioned Franco Nero. Paige Connors played the little girl. There's also a cameo from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's the basketball player that gets the basket blown up in his face.
How did they do that?
How did they blow up a basket?
No, how did they get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to be in this?
I mean, they probably just needed like a basketball team, and they were like, "Hey, you want to?" Because they did shoot the movie in Atlanta. Did he ever play for Atlanta?
I have no idea.
Okay? I don't know. I'm just assuming that they needed extras who were basketball players, and they got them in this.
I wonder what they paid for him.
Probably nothing.
What? He's famous.
I don't know. Like, there are plenty of famous people who are in movies that do it for free.
I would have not allowed them to use me for free in this movie if I was him.
Supposedly, this is one of John Huston's favorite movies that he was ever in. But, I mean, just to give you some context, like, these people are famous actors and directors. John Huston is most notable for writing and directing The Maltese Falcon. He was also in Orson Welles' late movie, The Other Side of the Wind. Sam Peckinpah wrote and directed some of like the greatest movies in history, like Straw Dogs and The Wild Bunch and things like that.
Then why did they join this movie?
I think because they just thought it was going to be interesting. Lance Henrikson made the comment that a lot of people were in it because they wanted a free trip to Rome, because some of the stage stuff was shot in Rome for this movie. The rest of it was shot in Atlanta, Georgia, because they were trying to get their film production industry off of the ground.
Well, I think they made bad choices for their career to be in this movie. But how many of these people were actually from Georgia? Because the accent on the girl was like really thick.
I have no idea.
That accent was just so strong.
I know it didn't always come out, but like when it did, it was pretty thick.
Yuck. Yeah.
So I don't know, but they must have done a really good job.
I guess.
I don't really know if they really cared all that much, because
I don't know what they cared about in this movie.
Just being weird, but like putting together a fantastic science fiction horror movie.
I would not count this as a fantastic science fiction horror movie.
No, it's the best one that's ever been made.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Agreed. Disagree?
This movie should be on par with 2001: A Space Odyssey in terms of visual craziness.
Wow.
You got John Huston doing like the Close Encounters of the Third Kind with like a rooftop spaceship flight
I think
landing
you watched
strip.
one too many bad movies.
You think I've watched one too many bad movies?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
The cult following and 78% that this movie has on Rotten Tomatoes.
78%? What is wrong with you people out there? What is wrong with you? Did nobody else get angry while watching this film?
I think you need to watch this movie again and give it a better chance.
I don't think so. I don't know. That is insanity. You people are insane.
Not that we really give, a lot of weight to Rotten Tomatoes, but it seems to be like a well-liked movie.
There's something wrong with all of you.
I don't know what there is to not like about this movie.
It doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. It's good versus evil, trying to stop an evil kid from
It doesn't make
making
any
more
sense.
evil kids.
And it's too long. And the woman loses her ability to walk. That pisses me off. So, all in all, 0 out of 5 stars. I say burn your film.
Because the woman loses her ability to walk?
Yeah, it made me mad.
Yeah, but that just shows how evil her child is.
No.
That she was willing to shoot her mom in the back just that she would have to depend on Raymond, and then he would have to marry her and then have to get her pregnant.
No.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing, but it just shows how evil Katie is.
Also, maybe if you made a movie that made more sense, I would like it.
Kaitlyn, I keep explaining the movie to you, and you keep saying it doesn't make sense, and I don't know how much more I can make sense out of it for you.
I guess I'm confused as to how she gave birth to Katie.
Because she had Satine's
why?
genetics in her.
Why?
Because Satine had lots of evil children.
Are we supposed to believe she's one of his evil children?
No.
Well, then I don't
Satine
know.
spread its genetics throughout the land, sowing its wild oats.
Maybe we need a prequel so I can better understand this movie.
Kaitlyn, Space Jesus explains everything. That's the prequel that you need.
I also didn't understand the point of Space Jesus or their world up there. What are they doing? Turning children that were evil into good children? To do what?
To
Have good children? What are you going to do with them?
They're going to stop evil together. They're using
As
them
far
to
as I
stop-
know, evil's gone. With Katie. She was the last one.
No, because the mom could still have more children. There are other people out there like
I think
the
that mom clearly was not going to have more children.
We don't know that.
She
might get-
only
you
said it
don't-
like 70 times.
She didn't. You don't know what's going to happen in 5
Then
years.
just
from
kill
now.
her, and then boom, problem solved.
No, you can't. They don't kill people. The good guys don't kill
Well,
people.
they could have
to-
just let Katie kill her, and then they could have taken Katie after she killed her.
No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what you're thinking.
And then like the the party of old dudes. I don't know what to call them. The party of old dudes. Like we're supposed to believe what? They're like Satine's minions.
Yes,
Why? What do they get out of it?
they get to stay in power.
Power of what? All of them are in power of something?
Probably. I mean, not all of them can own basketball teams.
Okay, fine. So they get to stay in power. And then the birds kill them. So wouldn't Satine just pick more people to be in power? Where is Satine?
Inside Katie.
Okay, so when they change Katie to be good, where does he go?
Somewhere else. I don't know.
So then you're just perpetually turning children into evil children to collect them, to keep them in
The
your...
evil just keeps making more children, and they're just collecting them and making them good. You
Then
can't
what are you going to do
stop
when you have
evil
like
entirely.
5 billion children?
Then there's going to be 5 billion evil children. They're going to keep doing their thing. It's an endless cycle that you can't stop.
Well, that just seems not productive.
Why? Should they just let evil roam free, or should they try to stop it even if they know that they can't permanently stop it?
Honestly, whatever ends the movie fastest. I
You know
don't
what?
care.
We're going to go rewatch this movie right now because you need to
No.
understand this.
No.
I am not going to bed tonight until you
I'm not-
understand
I'm
the
not.
plot of this movie.
No.
we are going to rewatch it very soon.
Oh my god! You better catch me when I'm in a good mood, because
this movie is bonkers and deserves to be seen by everyone.
no.
Yes. This is the greatest movie that's ever been made in the history of movies.
Somebody out there agree with me, please.
You know what? There are plenty of people out there who talk about how this movie doesn't make sense, but I don't think they watched the same movie that we watched.
Well, I think they watched the same movie I watched.
Did you like anything in this movie?
No, I didn't. The acting was good, I guess. They did a good job acting. I had no problems with that.
I'm shocked right now. Normally, you have more respect for Italian movies than this, and I've never been more hurt and disappointed that you didn't like a movie.
Well, show it to me when I'm in a good mood or something.
This is
I don't
Neon
know.
Demon all over again.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Listen, the acting was good in the movie. The house is really cool.
Man, I love these 70s Italian movies. Like, where did they film these? Why can't
I
my
don't know.
house look like
I
that?
know, the house was pretty cool.
that was a cool house. That ice skating rink was pretty dope.
Yeah, I liked that scene, actually. That was a good scene.
Where she threw the guys through the windows who were chasing after her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I liked that they showed that Katie was physically strong as well as psychically strong.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty neat because she was doing the gymnastics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely did not seem like an 8-year-old girl.
No.
Seemed a lot older than that.
There's just so much going on in this movie. Like, why was she in gymnastics? Do we really need that?
To show that she was physically capable of...
We could just have the ice skating scene.
Yeah, but they probably already had the gymnastics stuff.
Okay, whatever.
Plus, she needed we needed the scene with her gymnastics coach where she seemed indifferent about her mom being paralyzed.
No, because I already knew she was indifferent. But, okay. Sure.
I don't know what else you want me to say.
The acting was good. I'll give it that.
It makes me sad that Lance Henrikson doesn't like this movie.
Well, yeah, no wonder he doesn't. It's not a good movie.
Yeah, but if John Huston tells you that a movie's good, then you listen.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know. He seemed like such a nice old man.
Yeah.
I also like how he showed up to be the babysitter and then like the real babysitter never showed up.
Yeah, what'd they do to the real babysitter?
I have no idea.
I think she's dead.
How about whenever she destroyed that hot dog stand with the fire escape?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. I mean, she has some cool powers. They demonstrated it in a pretty neat way, too.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see Katie and Damien get into a fight. I don't know who would win, but it'd be interesting.
Yeah. I think Katie would win. She's psycho.
Oh, yeah. She is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. One other fun little fact that I had. Apparently, Sam Peckinpah was really difficult to work with. He was supposed to be there for 3 days, and they had other scenes for Barbara Collins' ex-husband, but he was so difficult to work with that they cut it down to the one scene in the movie where he talks about giving her an abortion. And that's it.
Why was he so difficult to work with?
I don't know.
Oh.
Ego. I mean, I guess if you're like a famous Hollywood type, you have an ego, I guess. I don't know.
Probably.
So,
Well, that's sad.
yeah, apparently there was supposed to be more of a plot with him. And it kind of shows a little bit. I will say that that's one of the flimsier parts of the movie.
Oh, yeah, one of the flimsier parts.
Kaitlyn, this movie is amazing. You know what? Just tell us your dating thing and we'll wrap it up.
Well, I think the obvious dating advice you can gather from this movie is that you should be very cautious who you date. And if someone is pressuring you to marry them, you might want to explore the reasons why you don't want to get married and go to counseling for that. As well as don't let anybody boss you around. You do you, boo.
Yeah, I mean, I agree she should do her. But her reasonings for not wanting to get married were flimsy at best.
Well, you know, if she doesn't want to, she doesn't have to.
I mean, I'm not saying that she has to.
She can be single.
Right.
So just let her be. Don't.
But she was just like, I made a promise that I'll never love anyone else ever again, even though her relationship with her...
No, I think that's respectful. I think she was like, I got married. I made a promise to this one man, and I'm going to honor that promise.
Yeah, but we don't know the terms of her divorce. Like, maybe he left her. Or maybe she left him. Because I don't know.
That's
He
what I'm
seemed to have a
saying.
lot of issues with her, actually.
So I think she was just saying, I'm upholding my marriage vows. I'm being a noble individual. I think she was being a noble person. And we should just let her be.
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Plus, you don't want to end up marrying a Satan minion.
Yeah, that's, I mean, unless you're Raymond, and he knows that you have Satine's genetics in you.
Right. Here's, I guess it's not really like a question.
So it's a statement.
Well, it's kind of like added on to like the fun part of the dating advice, but more so it's more like, it's more inquisitive.
Okay.
Now, he wanted to get her pregnant,
Correct.
but yet he wanted to kill her by strangulation.
I think at the end he was mad because she, like, getting her pregnant was like his meal ticket. So, like, as long as he did what the old people, the group said to do, they were going to keep giving him money so he could be rich and own basketball teams and stuff. But then when they said, oh, no, we've decided to go a different route, he went rogue and tried to kill her out of anger.
Okay, gotcha.
I think at that point, he was trying to help Katie kill her because she was not complying with their
So he's
plans.
like, you didn't give me what I want, so I'm going to end you.
Pretty much.
Got it.
Yeah. And then the knife bird stabbed him.
Right. Knife bird.
This movie needed more knife bird.
Where was the knife bird to save the detective? Kill the other bird.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I was also upset by that police officer's death.
Why?
Because it was he was solving the crime and then he died.
Yeah, but like I feel like even if he had gotten the bird back to the police headquarters, like how would he figure that out? Like
Dust for prints and see who touched the bird.
Yeah, I guess, but like who even unwraps a gift like that? Who put that time in? And they said that they couldn't find any prints on the gun except for Katie's. So, I mean, I guess the implication is that Katie put the gun in there?
Right. Where did she get a gun from?
Especially a gun that was manufactured without serial numbers or any... that was... I mean...
Probably 18 gave it to her for her birthday.
I feel like there's a whole movie there that we didn't get to explore.
Yeah. I think this movie could have been better if Satine was...
A person?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it was in Katie.
No, like helping her along. Like if we saw him behind things physically.
Like how we saw John Huston
Yes.
with the good people
Yes.
and Space Jesus.
Yes.
No, but I think the implication from the opening scene is that Katie is Satine.
Okay, but then where does he go, Nigel? Where does he go?
I don't know, Kaitlyn. Back
Oh.
into the ether. Waiting for another evil child to be born.
I don't know. Maybe I gotta watch this movie again. I feel like we have watched 2 different films.
I feel like you just need to pay attention for like 2 seconds.
I
and this
was
movie
paying
is
attention.
so clear.
Oh my gosh, I was paying attention. It was not clear.
As clear as an unmuddied lake.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna just, I'll write a movie. It'll be the best movie of all. It'll make so much sense.
Is that what will make your movie the best movie of all time? That it'll just make sense?
Yeah. People will leave that movie and be like, that movie made so much sense.
That was the most realistic movie I have ever seen.
Right.
Everything all the characters did followed logically from their decisions and the events transpiring around them.
Right. Exactly.
I feel like that'd be the most boring movie.
Well,
that
it
has
would be a
ever-
real movie, so
Who would make that?
I would make it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
If you don't make it before
Challenge
our next
accepted.
podcast, then you failed.
All right. I'm going to. It's all going to be made on iPhone, too.
That's fine.
Right.
Plenty of people make movies on
You're going to
iPhone
be
now.
wowed by it.
Okay.
No exposition either.
That's fine. You don't need exposition.
Exactly. It's all visual.
It's all visual.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck with that. Do you have anything else that you want to say about this
No,
movie?
it's boring. Don't watch it. Don't waste your time.
You know what? You and I are gonna rewatch this in like a month, and then we're gonna do a retrospective in which you're gonna come back and you're gonna say, "I was wrong. How could I have ever been more wrong about a movie in my entire life?"
Okay, we'll see.
Because this movie's great.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's got good and evil. It's got
So-
Satan children.
Is this movie going on your top 10 list?
Oh,
If it's
for
so great?
sure.
Are you
Easily, this movie's going on my top 10 list.
That's it.
It's probably going to number 1. This might go on my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Oh my gosh. You're doing this on purpose. to
I'm
make me
not.
mad. Yes, you
I
are.
loved this movie.
Okay, well,
This
you're drunk.
movie was nuts.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
It was visually interesting.
No.
It was just crazy. It was just
Yeah.
nonstop craziness for an hour and 48 minutes.
Finally, you say something I can agree with.
But it was like the good kind of crazy.
No.
It was an enjoyable kind of crazy. It's the movie that you watch and you say, I don't know what I just watched, but I loved every second of it.
No.
It's the kind of movie that keeps people talking because they don't understand what happened. And so they got to have conversations about it to figure it out.
That is true. It does do that.
Yeah. And the best kind of movies start conversations.
I don't know if I
They
agree
get
with
you
that.
thinking about your own sense of purpose and your existence.
I
And
didn't-
they ask big questions about the meaning of life
I had
and the
no-
purpose of the
no.
universe.
None of those thoughts crossed
And
my
this
mind.
movie asks all of them.
No, it didn't.
It also asks the fundamental question of what do you do when your child paralyzes you? Do you continue to love that child, or do you try to stop your evil child from being evil?
No, I'm done talking to you. Now you've just made me mad.
I'm also shocked that we didn't bring up the 7-Up light.
Oh, that was very, very 70s.
Is that like a thing that people did? Like,
I-
did you have branded chandeliers in your life?
I've never seen one in a home before. At a bar.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like you definitely see that at a bar, but like in somebody's house.
No, I've never seen that in a home before.
Do you think that was for product placement, or do you think someone doing the set design said, "Oh yeah, this is what Americans have in their house"?
That's exactly what happened. Someone doing the set design said, "All Americans drink 7-Up."
All Americans love 7-Up. They would die to have a light in their house.
And then you know what? After this movie, it started trending. People bought 7-Up lights like they were going out of style.
I'm gonna see if I can find a 7-Up light right now.
I'm sure you can. I'm pretty sure I've seen some at Goodwill's before, so I'm sure Brielle can thrift you one if you want.
I don't think it is a thing.
No, it's a thing, Nigel.
Let me try.
You're just not Googling the right thing.
7-Up lamp.
Try 7-Up like bar
Okay,
lamp.
we can't take up any more time in this podcast with this 7-Up light thing.
All right.
Shelley Winters actually smacked Paige. What was her name? Paige Connor in the face during that scene. That was fun.
That's believable.
Yeah, I mean it was solid acting.
Yeah.
I liked seeing Shelley Winter in this. I liked all. I thought everybody did a good job with it, even if it
the acting was very good.
didn't make any sense at all. Mm-hmm. Except it makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does. It's good and evil, space aliens.
I'm not arguing with you anymore.
All right. We're just saying the same things over and over. But we will have a retrospective whenever we rewatch this movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to make you get back on here and tell us why you were wrong. This movie's going on my top 10 list. It's not going on Kaitlyn's, and that's fine. Thank you for listening. As always, we encourage you, our audience, to hit that subscribe button in Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts, because we don't want you to miss an episode. We're on Facebook. We are not on Facebook. Why did I say that? We're on Instagram and Twitter at Journey Into Film. And if you want to support the show, head over to patreon.com/ajourneyintofilm or head over to TeePublic and check out some sweet merch. Links are available in the show notes. Christmas is right around the corner, and you might want to get some cool t-shirts for your family and friends. Yeah, Kaitlyn's not joining me on this one. As always, never let anyone tell you that a film you enjoy is bad, because they're probably wrong, Kaitlyn.
No. Bye.